Tonight, as you lay your head on the pillow, you are not the person you were this morning. No, you are stepping into a new reality. A reality where wealth is yours, where money is an effortless extension of your being. Before you drift into the realm of sleep, speak these words, not as a mere wish, but as an unshakable truth. I am one with infinite abundance. Money flows to me freely, effortlessly, and continuously. I give thanks for the wealth that is already mine. I am financially free. I am rich in mind, rich in spirit, and rich in reality. Feel the truth of these words in your body, not as a hopeful dream, but as a reality already in motion. See yourself holding money, spending it freely, feeling at ease, knowing there is always more than enough. Doubt may whisper, but where will it come from? Ignore it. Your task is not to chase money. It is to become wealth in consciousness. The moment you assume it is yours, the universe has no choice but to comply. Breathe deeply, letting go of all resistance. Feel the sensation of financial security wash over you. Let the feeling become so real that you can touch it. Now as sleep takes you, carry this state into the depths of your subconscious. For what you assume in the silence of the night will manifest in the light of day. It is done. Wealth is yours. Sleep well in the knowing that abundance is already on its way. The moments before sleep are the gateway to your subconscious mind, a fertile ground where the seeds of your beliefs take root and grow into your lived experience. Every night, as you transition from wakefulness to slumber, your mind becomes highly impressionable, absorbing the last thoughts and emotions you entertain. This is the secret to true manifestation, understanding that your subconscious does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It simply accepts and manifests what you persistently impress upon it. Consider the power of this knowledge. If you fall asleep worrying about lack, debt, or financial struggles, you are watering the seeds of scarcity. Your subconscious, like a faithful servant, will take those impressions and seek to recreate them in your external world. This is why so many remain trapped in cycles of financial hardship. They unknowingly affirm it every night before drifting into sleep. But the reverse is also true. When you deliberately impress your mind with abundance, prosperity, and financial ease, your subconscious accepts it as fact, setting unseen forces in motion to bring it to pass. It is not wishful thinking. It is a law of mind that cannot fail. Your only responsibility is to plant the right seed and nurture it with unwavering belief. How then do you impress wealth upon your subconscious? The key lies in feeling and repetition. Words alone have little power unless they are charged with emotion. If you simply recite affirmations without conviction, they are empty sounds. But if you declare, I am wealthy, money flows to me effortlessly, and truly feel the reality of those words, your subconscious will take it as a command. The feeling of already having wealth is the bridge between imagination and reality. To harness this power, you must make it a nightly ritual. As you lie in bed, let go of the worries of the day. Empty your mind of doubts and fears, for they serve no purpose other than to hinder your progress. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in possession of great wealth. Do not merely see money, experience the joy, the security, the freedom that comes with it. Imagine yourself paying bills with ease, generously giving to others, living in the home of your dreams, or holding large sums of money in your hands. The more vivid and real this experience feels, the deeper it will be imprinted upon your subconscious. Some may argue that this is mere fantasy, but the truth is, all reality begins in the unseen. The world you experience today was first shaped in the mind, whether consciously or unconsciously. The home you live in, the job you work, the relationships you have, each of these were once mere thoughts or beliefs that have materialized. This is why it is critical to guard your final thoughts before sleep. If you have spent years reinforcing the idea of lack, do not be discouraged if change does not happen overnight. Just as a deeply rooted tree does not fall with a single push, old beliefs require persistence to uproot. But with consistency, your subconscious will begin to accept the new reality you impress upon it, and soon the external world must follow suit. There is nothing you need to do beyond this. The mind, once properly directed, will orchestrate the necessary events, people, and opportunities to bring your assumption into form. You will find money coming to you in unexpected ways, new doors opening without effort, and circumstances shifting to align with your new inner state. The external world is a reflection of the inner world, and by mastering the art of impressing wealth upon your subconscious, you reshape your destiny. Each night, as you surrender to sleep, remember this: you are the architect of your reality. What you impress upon your mind in these sacred moments will shape the days, weeks, and years ahead. Choose to sow seeds of prosperity, and you will awaken to a life of abundance. Manifestation is not about mere words or empty affirmations. It is about embodying the feeling of your desire already being fulfilled. Your reality is not shaped by what you say, but by what you feel to be true. Feeling is the key that unlocks the power of the subconscious mind, allowing your desires to take form in the physical world. When you assume the emotional state of wealth, abundance, or success, you shift your inner reality, and in time, your external world must conform to match that assumption. To truly manifest money, love, health, or any desire, you must move beyond wishful thinking. Many people approach manifestation as if they are begging for what they want, constantly reaffirming their desires with a sense of lack. They say, "I want more money," but behind those words is an underlying feeling of scarcity. This is where they go wrong. The subconscious mind does not respond to words alone. It responds to the dominant emotions behind them. If your affirmations carry a feeling of desperation, you are not affirming abundance, you are reinforcing lack. This is why feeling is the secret. Imagine yourself already living the life you desire. If wealth is your goal, do not think of money as something distant, something you need to attract. Instead, feel as though you already have it. Close your eyes and step into that version of yourself, the one who is financially free, who moves through life with ease, who never worries about bills or expenses. How does that person feel? How do they walk, speak, and think? What emotions flood through them when they know they are completely secure? At first, this may seem like mere imagination, but understand this. The mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you fully immerse yourself in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, your subconscious accepts it as reality and begins to shift your world to align with it. You will be drawn to new opportunities, unexpected financial blessings will appear, and your circumstances will transform not because you forced them to, but because you embodied the state of already having. The reason so many struggle with manifestation is because they remain attached to their current conditions. They look at their empty bank account, their unpaid bills, and they feel stuck. But manifestation is not about reacting to the present, it is about creating the future. If you allow your current reality to dictate your feelings, you will continue to attract more of the same. Instead, you must discipline yourself to feel the reality you wish to experience, even before it appears. This practice requires faith. Not blind faith in an external force, but faith in your own ability to shape your reality. It means assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, even when the physical evidence has not yet arrived. You do not wait for money to show up before you feel wealthy. You feel wealthy now, and then money comes. You do not wait for success before feeling accomplished. You feel accomplished now, and then success follows. A simple yet powerful way to cultivate this feeling is through visualization. Each night before sleep, enter a relaxed state and see yourself already possessing what you desire. Do not just see it, feel it. If you desire wealth, imagine holding large sums of money in your hands. Feel the texture of the bills, hear the sound of them as you count them, experience the excitement and security that comes with financial freedom. Let it be so real that you could almost touch it. Once you capture this feeling, carry it with you throughout your day. Move through life as if you are already that wealthy person. Speak with confidence, make decisions from a place of abundance, and refuse to entertain thoughts of lack. The more consistently you dwell in this feeling, the faster it will materialize in your reality. This is the secret to manifestation. Assume the emotional state of already having, and your world must rearrange itself to reflect that assumption. Your feelings are the blueprint from which reality is built. Choose wisely what you allow yourself to feel, for in those feelings, your future is being shaped. The moments before sleep hold a power few truly understand. As you drift into slumber, your mind enters a state of deep receptivity, where the conscious mind fades and the subconscious takes over. It is in this state that you plant the seeds of your future, for the thoughts and feelings you carry into sleep will shape the reality you wake up to. If you desire wealth, you must learn to live in the end before sleep. See yourself already in possession of the riches you seek. Feel the security, the confidence, and the gratitude that come with having it. Most people go to bed thinking about their worries, the unpaid bills, the financial struggles, the uncertainty of tomorrow. And so their subconscious, ever faithful in bringing forth what is impressed upon it, recreates those same struggles day after day. They do not realize that they are reinforcing lack simply by allowing those fears to dominate their final thoughts at night. But when you understand the power of the subconscious, you no longer drift into sleep passively. Instead, you become deliberate, using this sacred time to impress upon your mind the reality you wish to experience. You must move beyond wanting and step into having. There is a vast difference between the two. Wanting implies separation. It affirms that you do not yet have what you seek. But having is a state of fulfillment. The subconscious does not respond to idle wishes, it responds to conviction. As you lie in bed, do not think of wealth as something distant, something you must attract. Instead, assume it is already yours. See yourself as the person who has already achieved financial freedom. Picture it vividly. Imagine waking up in the morning in the home of your dreams, feeling the comfort of luxurious surroundings. Envision checking your bank account and seeing an abundance of money. Hear the sound of financial advisors discussing investments with you. Feel the satisfaction of paying bills effortlessly, of giving generously, of living without financial concern. The more real this scene feels, the more deeply it will be impressed upon your subconscious. But visualization alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by feeling. Emotion is the language of the subconscious. If you see yourself wealthy but feel nothing, your mind will not accept it as real. You must feel the joy, the relief, the confidence that comes with having money. Let gratitude fill you as though the wealth is already in your hands. This is the secret. You do not wait for money to arrive before feeling wealthy. You feel wealthy first, and then wealth comes. This practice is not about forcing anything to happen. It is about shifting your inner state so that the external world has no choice but to conform. The subconscious does not question, it does not analyze. It simply accepts what is impressed upon it with feeling and repetition. When you persistently assume the feeling of wealth each night before sleep, the subconscious begins to align your reality with that assumption. Opportunities arise, unexpected financial blessings appear, and circumstances shift in ways you could not have predicted. Doubt has no place in this process. You may not see immediate results, but do not be deceived by appearances. The moment you plant a seed in fertile soil, you do not dig it up the next morning to check if it has sprouted. You trust that it is growing beneath the surface. The same is true with manifestation. Once you impress your subconscious with the reality of wealth, you must trust that it is taking root. Each night is an opportunity to reshape your future. If you truly understood the power of your final thoughts before sleep, you would never waste another night dwelling in fear or lack. You would use this time to step into the life you desire, to live in the end as if it were already yours. And soon, what you once imagined will become the reality you wake up to. Your words are not just sounds, they are the architects of your reality. Every word you speak carries energy, shaping the world around you in ways you may not yet fully comprehend. The subconscious mind is always listening, always receiving the impressions you give it, and it does not distinguish between truth and falsehood. It accepts whatever you consistently affirm as fact and works tirelessly to bring those affirmations to life. This is why the words you speak before bed are so crucial. They become the seeds of tomorrow's reality. Most people unknowingly use their words to affirm lack and limitation. They say, "I can't afford this," or "money is hard to come by," without realizing that these statements are reinforcing scarcity in their subconscious mind. And so life continues to mirror these beliefs back to them. They struggle financially not because wealth is out of reach, but because they have unknowingly declared their struggle into existence. The words they repeat become the conditions they live in. To change your financial reality, you must first change the way you speak about money. Instead of affirming struggle, begin affirming abundance. But do not speak these affirmations as mere wishes. Speak them as undeniable truths. When you declare, "Money flows to me effortlessly," do not say it as if you are hoping it will happen someday. Say it as if it is already your reality. Feel the truth of these words as you speak. "The money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. I am open to limitless financial opportunities." Your logical mind may resist. If your current financial situation does not reflect abundance, you might feel as though you are lying to yourself. But understand this: you are not affirming what is, you are affirming what is becoming. You are not bound by your present circumstances. Your words are planting new seeds, and with persistence they will grow into the wealth and prosperity you desire. The best time to do this is just before sleep. As your body relaxes and your conscious mind quiets, your subconscious becomes highly impressionable. This is the moment when your words carry the most power. If you fall asleep while affirming abundance, your subconscious will spend the night working to align your reality with those affirmations. Over time, you will begin to notice small shifts, unexpected financial opportunities, a new sense of confidence around money, an inner knowing that you are on the path to wealth. But affirmations are not just about repetition, they are about feeling. Words alone will not change your life if they are spoken without belief or emotion. When you declare, "I am financially free," you must feel the freedom of that statement. Imagine how it feels to live without financial worry. Experience the joy, the relief, the excitement of unlimited wealth. The stronger your emotional connection to your words, the faster your reality will shift to match them. Your spoken word is a decree to the universe. It sets energy into motion, shaping the unseen forces that govern your life. This is why you must be mindful of every word you speak, not just before bed, but throughout the day. Speak as if wealth is already yours. Remove phrases like "I can't afford it" from your vocabulary. Instead, say, "I choose to invest in things that align with my abundance." Speak of prosperity, not poverty. Declare financial freedom, not financial struggle. And above all, persist. Transformation does not happen overnight, but with consistent, intentional affirmations. Your subconscious mind will accept wealth as your new reality. Once it does, your external world will shift accordingly. Money will begin to flow to you effortlessly, and you will see with absolute clarity that the words you speak create the life you live. The greatest obstacle to manifestation is the need to control how it happens. The mind, conditioned by years of logic and limitation, constantly asks, "Where will the money come from? How will it happen? What steps should I take?" But this need to know the process is precisely what blocks the flow of abundance. The subconscious mind does not operate through reason or logic. It works through faith, through assumption, through the unwavering belief that what you desire is already yours. When you plant a seed in the ground, do you dig it up each day to check if it is growing? No, you trust the process. You know that beneath the soil, unseen forces are at work, bringing forth life. Manifestation works in the same way. Your job is not to dictate the process, but to assume that your desire is already fulfilled. The moment you start asking how, you introduce doubt. And doubt is the enemy of creation. The subconscious does not require instructions. It does not need you to figure out every step. It only needs you to live in the feeling of already having what you desire. When you assume the feeling of wealth, your subconscious mind accepts it as truth, and the world around you reorganizes itself to reflect that assumption. The means will come in ways you cannot predict, through unexpected opportunities, chance encounters, sudden insights, but none of this can happen if you are fixated on controlling the process. Most people block their manifestations because they are trapped in the belief that wealth can only come through logical, predictable means. They believe they must work harder, struggle more, or follow a set path dictated by society. But true wealth, the kind that flows effortlessly, comes from alignment, not effort. It comes when you release the need to control and trust that the universe knows exactly how to deliver it. Letting go of the how does not mean you do nothing. It means you act from a place of faith, not from a place of fear or desperation. You follow inspired action, the quiet nudges, the inner impulses that guide you effortlessly toward your desires. Sometimes these impulses make no logical sense in the moment, but when you trust and act on them, you will find that they lead you exactly where you need to be. The key is to maintain the state of already having what you desire. Before sleep, imagine yourself as already wealthy. Feel the joy, the relief, the freedom that comes with financial abundance. Do not concern yourself with how it will come. Simply assume that it is done. Your subconscious mind will take care of the rest. Doubt will try to creep in. The logical mind will attempt to convince you that you are being unrealistic. But logic is limited and manifestation operates beyond logic. The wealth you seek already exists in the unseen. The moment you stop questioning, the moment you stop resisting, it will begin to take form in your physical reality. Trust the process. Let go of the need to know every step. Assume it is done, and the path will reveal itself in ways more miraculous than you can imagine. As you prepare to sleep, you stand at the doorway between the conscious and the subconscious. This is the most powerful moment of your day. The moment where you can impress your desires onto the unseen forces that shape your reality. Whatever state of mind you enter sleep with, your subconscious will accept it as truth and work tirelessly throughout the night to bring it into form. This is why you must not go to sleep in worry, doubt, or fear. Instead, you must sleep in the state of the wish fulfilled. Imagine for a moment that you are already wealthy, not that you will be wealthy someday, not that wealth is coming, but that it is already here. As you lay in bed, close your eyes and feel the presence of abundance all around you. Picture yourself checking your bank account and seeing more money than you could ever need. Imagine the relief of knowing that every bill is paid, that every financial burden has been lifted. Feel the freedom of never having to worry about money again. Do not just see it, feel it. Feel the security, the joy, the deep sense of gratitude that comes with being financially abundant. Let that feeling wash over you as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Breathe in wealth, breathe out any lingering doubt. Let go of any thoughts of how it will happen. Simply assume that it is already done. As you drift into sleep, remain in this feeling. Do not allow your mind to wander back to thoughts of lack, uncertainty, or frustration. If those thoughts arise, gently bring yourself back to the state of already having. Remind yourself that the subconscious does not distinguish between real and imagined. It only accepts what is impressed upon it with feeling. And so the deeper you sink into the experience of being wealthy, the faster this reality will take shape in your waking life. Most people go to sleep worrying about money, about bills, about debts. They carry these fears into sleep. And their subconscious, ever faithful, works overnight to reinforce those conditions. It ensures that they wake up to the same financial struggles, the same stress, because that is what they have impressed upon it. But you are no longer one of those people. You now understand that sleep is a tool, a gateway to transformation. Each night you are given a new opportunity to reprogram your subconscious. The old patterns of lack and limitation no longer have power over you. Now you deliberately choose abundance. You consciously decide to sleep in the state of wealth, and in doing so you instruct your subconscious to reshape your world accordingly. This practice may feel unnatural at first. Your mind may resist, whispering doubts, questioning your belief, but you must persist. Just as a seed takes time to grow beneath the soil before it emerges as a plant, your inner transformation will take time before it fully manifests in the physical world. Trust the process. The most important part of this practice is consistency. It is not enough to do it once and then revert to old habits. Each night, as you lay down to sleep, make it a ritual to immerse yourself in the state of already having. With time, this feeling will become second nature. And when it does, your external world will shift to match it. There is no force greater than the subconscious mind, and there is no moment more powerful than the state between wakefulness and sleep. Use this time wisely. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Let it saturate your being, and then surrender to sleep. The universe will take care of the rest. Everything you desire is already yours the moment you assume it to be. Your subconscious mind does not question except what you impress upon it, especially in the moments before sleep. When you let go of doubt, when you release the need to control the how, and when you persist in the feeling of already having, the unseen forces begin to shape your reality accordingly. Wealth is not something you chase. It is something you align with. It is not about working harder or forcing circumstances to change. It is about becoming the person who already possesses the wealth you seek. And the fastest way to do this is by sleeping in the state of the wish fulfilled. Each night as you close your eyes, you have the power to reshape your destiny. Speak abundance over your life. Feel it as real and trust that the universe is working in your favor. Your only task is to assume it is done. Everything else will fall into place. Thank you.